Start with the singing and the thing. Hey everyone, good morning, stackers. This is your week daily podcast, all about live show, all about gold, silver. We do some price analysis. We do a little bit of show and tell as well. Got a coin, don't want to give that away too much. And we talk about all things bullion related. My name is Joe Main. I've worked in the bullion industry in Australia for the last 11 years. Been a stacker for like 15 years. And turn that off. There we go. Rookie mistake. Got to mute the thing. Post a comment below. Let me know that I can see you. Already have comments coming in already. So, and from people all around the world as well. In the next 20 seconds, we're going to do the synchronized slurp. It's where you grab a tasty beverage and we literally slurp it out loud together. The rule is it doesn't matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter if you're alone. It's an honor system, so you have to actually slurp it. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slurp it. Can you hear me? Am I coming through fine? I am back in, I'm still in Australia. I'm back in Melbourne. I've been in Perth for the last few days with Perth Bullion Exchange. That's perthbullion.com.au. Helping them out with over there. They were launching their business and their website and stuff like that. So I'm back in Melbourne and having a great time seeing the kids and seeing the family and all that. So let's talk. What we're going to do today is price analysis, a little bit of show and tell, etc. If you're watching this live, bear with me for a couple of seconds. I am going to plug myself for just a minute or two. But then if you're watching this after the fact, use the time codes below if you want to skip all that stuff and go straight to the price analysis and everything you want to do. Also going to give a couple of quick shout outs to people jumping on the chat. So jump on the chat now, post some comments, say GMS exclamation point for that's what we do, our calling card. So I'm just going to get something up here so I can actually plug it. And that would be my services. So very, very quickly, and we'll just get some other stuff going on here as well. So that's not the one I want, dude. That's the one I want. So my day job, I do this show in the mornings, weekdays, every weekday, but also in my day job is I help businesses, any kind of business, not just talking bullion businesses. I help all types of businesses launch and grow on YouTube. I help them start and launch and grow YouTube channels. I teach businesses how to create consistently engaging content, and I help take them from A, which is nothing, no YouTube channel, or let's say very highly underutilized social media, to I teach them over a 10-week program. It's a mentoring program, very hands-on, very physical. Physical meaning I get you to make videos, we review them, I teach you about how to make good content, I show you all the ins and outs of how to upload, optimize, share around, all that stuff. But a lot of it's focused on how to make good content, because anyone can just make, hey, g'day, here's my business, how to make good content. And that's the main thing. You make good content and your customers will find you, and then this is how to build your customer base. So that's what I do during the day. So if you want to find out more, again, any kind of business, all I'll get you to do is head over to, I'm going to share the screen. Going to share the screen over here to my Instagram channel. So that's all I'll get you to do is head over to my Instagram page. So that's instagram.com/it's Joe Main, because that's my name, it's Joe Main. Instagram.com/it's Joe Main. So on there, just hit me with a follow and just look at my content, whole bunch of tips and tricks, and I'll just keep uploading more tips and tricks. So you're going to get a bunch of just free content that you can use yourself. And do it yourself, or if you want my assistance, because that's what I do, if you want my 10-week program, we can have a chat about whether it's right for you. So all you do is you just follow me on Instagram and then just send me a message through Instagram, and then we chat and we have a Zoom meeting maybe quickly and go, hey, is this going to actually work for your business? We'll discover whether it can or can't, and then you'll find out prices, and then you're good to go. So that is that. I'm going to stop the plugging now. I'm going to get to your comments, and then we're going to go to the price analyses. How the hell do I do this? Oh, that's right. Good. Over here. All right, let's get to some comments. Now, we had someone comment actually from internationally. Someone asked, smoke's really $30 a pack in Aussie land? I did explain in the comments, but yeah, and more. I don't smoke, but they do cost a lot here. The taxes on cigarettes in Australia are huge, and it's all apparently to be a disincentive to stop people from smoking. But I think government, people know people, we're human beings. If you raise the price of things a little bit every now and then. It's going to be like a boiling frog. People just don't notice it until a certain point. A lot of people are quitting now because packs cigarettes are just ridiculously expensive. $30 more, 50 sometimes for some, from what I hear. So governments just want more money. We all know that. Any way they can find a reason to tax you, they're going to tax you. Now, we all pay our taxes, of course, all that sort of stuff. You do everything legally, but when they can get more out of you, they will get more out of you. So that's $20 US, which is damn near a piece or a Morgan. Exactly right. I bet the halves from First Majestic can't be much more. Yeah, man, it's nearly a pack. That's nearly like, yeah, $20. That's nearly like a piece dollar or a Morgan dollar. And that, so I do agree with that. Another question, actually. I love you on the channel. Great to see someone from not in Australia here. What percentage of Australian citizens, great question, invests in bullion? In the US, I read it's 10.8% for gold and 11.6% for silver. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. My ballpark guess is 5%. I'm going to say 5. I don't think it's close as high as 10, but look, the American population is, Western nation. We're a Western nation. If you want to say roughly the same, maybe if you want to go 10% sure, but my guess is 5%. But that's just me. But I have worked in the industry here for 11 years. But again, total guess. So I'm guessing between 5 and 10, but I wouldn't say more than 10 in my opinion. If anyone has any other differing opinions, let me know. And Black Coal says, hi Joe, glad you're back into the PM's analysis. Speaking of, let's go straight to that. I appreciate that, Black Coal. We're going to take a quick look at silver, but I did post this here, right here. Just share the screen, Joe. Here we go. So I posted this on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum this morning. If you're not a part of Gold Silver Stackers Australia private Facebook group and you're a stacker in Australia, you invest in precious metals, this is the one I would say is the biggest one and the most, there's others and join the others too, but this is the one that's, I guess, the most active. And I posted here today. I post every single morning before the show. I do a quick bit of analysis for them. So I said silver holding above crucial levels so far and finding resistance at 27 US dollars. It was a quick spike up to that area, so not expecting it to be broken today, but support remains at $25.50 to $26. So that's what I'm seeing here. So basically that. So I'll take you to and we'll go to the daily. So this is the daily using the tradingview.com website. It's priced in US dollars currently, $26.70 US cents. So we have seen the breakdown. We saw the breakdown below this key area here of 27 US dollars. I really wanted to see it hold above there, at least on the weekly or monthly time frame. No go. We are in this kind of no man's land between the crucial support level of $26 and the $27 area. We had this spike up to, and I did draw in this purple rectangular box to suggest that the bottom end of that box right here at $27 may be an area of resistance. We've certainly seen that as an area of resistance. And out of interest, let's pop on the 4 hour. And you can see that's a very big spike up to. So it wasn't just a gradual blah, 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 sort of knocking on the door. So we'll talk about analysis for a second. Well, that's what we're doing. If I were to see the price come up to here and then just sort of knock on the door a little bit, just tap, tap, a little bit, tap, and then head down, I would say there's more potential strength for it to head back up very quickly and then take it out. But because we saw a big spike, and this is a 4 hour candle, so within a 4 hour window, it's gone from $27.30 roughly to just to the $27 resistance, so $26.30 to $27, but it was a very quick spike. Okay, and so you've seen this long candle wick right there, which says more so that the sellers were in control of the market up in this area. So that's why I lean towards probably not, could be wrong, probably not breaking that resistance level, not today. I definitely don't see it today. Happy to be completely wrong though, of course, who the hell am I? I don't think it'll be broken today. Maybe tomorrow, but it'll take a few days at least, and you may continue to see some price movement to the downside. If we're talking to the downside, of course, we've been talking about got to hold this area here. There's somewhere between this downtrend line, it's around about $25.40 to $26. Got to see that. I'm happy to see that a spike down to there. have to hold it on the monthly time frame. If we don't, if we close below here on the monthly time frame, oh, that's not good. But remains to be seen. So we're just in that trading range at the moment, but need to see it head over $27. I'll quickly check some comments right here, and then we'll go to gold, and then we'll do platinum. Platinum's pumped a little bit as well. So let me check this old chestnut right here. I had that on the whole time. No, we're going to go straight to gold. So let's go to gold right now. Gold is at 2,220 US dollars roughly. It's a little bit stronger. It's been performing a little bit stronger than silver, as you can see here over the last, this is the 4-hour time frame. This is the gold to silver ratio. So as this number goes up, you're seeing gold outperform silver. As it goes down, you see silver outperforming gold. So in the last few days, after we've had, in the last couple of weeks, after we've seen this big spike down where silver was really outperforming gold, we had this completely like perfect retest of the breakout. So we had a breakout and then the perfect retest right here. We have seen it bounce, meaning gold has been outperforming silver, and it has been outperforming in the last day or so as well. So that's why you're seeing gold could potentially continue up from here. But if I'm going to say, where are we right here? So we had that spike to 2,230 US dollars roughly. If we look on the relative strength index on the daily time frame, we're currently in a downtrend. So I would be more confident to say we'd be continuing up and up if we were to break, and I'll show you right here. See this level right here on the relative strength index? That's around about the 58 to 59 level. If we have a couple more green days and this continues to tick up and break above there, that's when I'm going to say, oh yeah, I think we're on our way upwards again. But we're not above that line right here. So as long as we're below that line, for me, I would say the trend for the moment is still to the downside. Doesn't mean we make lower lows than this, but it just means probably maybe a few more days of red, quite potentially. And again, happy to be wrong. I'd love to see it completely sail through. The first level of resistance here will be to break 2,350, and then we're in this big territory, and then we'll just talk about that once we get there. And breaking down, I've got this level here of 2,250. That's a key Fibonacci support level for me. So I think if we do break down through here, I think we're going to find support at 2,250. Could be completely wrong, of course. And if no good, if really no good, it's still, although it's, I shouldn't say really no good, doesn't mean we're in a bear market, but I would suggest that if we break through 2250, you might come down to some of the previous all-time highs at 2,150, maybe bottoming out at 2,080 US dollars. Anything below that, that's not great. So that's basically it for gold, and let's go to platinum, and then I'm going to do some show and tell of this coin right here, which you can't see. I'm going to show it and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and then that's going to be pretty much it for the Good Morning Stackers program, because we only do roughly about 20 minutes. Now, here's platinum. This is an interesting one. Platinum seems like it might be, oh man, platinum just gives me the, come on, platinum. It's like a big roller coaster ride. This is very interesting though. On the daily time frame, it seems like it might be making another play to break out of this symmetrical triangle pattern right here, as I've been talking about, until we break out of here and really, look, until I won't be excited until we break out of here. This downtrend line right here, that's, in the next, if that happens in the next few days or weeks, you're talking over the $1,000 mark, $1,000 and $1,030, $1,040. So I'll start getting excited then. I will be completely over the moon, incredibly excited if we break the final hurdle, 1,115 US dollars. We break above and then we have it as support, then I'm saying it's bull market territory for platinum, and onwards and upwards we go. But we're not just there yet, but take a look on the daily time frame. Here on the relative strength index down the bottom here, I'll show you a little bit better. If you take a look here, it has actually, and I've drawn this in previous, this has actually broken a resistance line on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. Bear in mind it's the daily time frame. So it looks like we potentially are trending a little bit more upward. I would say you've got a resistance level here. Watch out maybe for a head and shoulders pattern on the relative strength index, but no. So roundabout, it's looking all right. So potentially another potential attempt to break out of this triangle pattern, but it's just still ranging at the moment. If you're new to this channel and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about with platinum, it's been a long-term bear market really since 2008. Really, and it's just been failing to break and hold above this long-term downtrend line. We're coming to the apex now. I'd say no later than August, September, it needs to make its decision. Is it going to continue up, with, hopefully with the other precious metals, or is it just going to boop down? But those are my levels moving down. You've got 840, 750 US dollars, but that remains to be seen. On the weekly time frame, it looks like you might be trending up on the weekly on the relative strength index. So cautiously optimistic for today, and that might completely change because platinum can tend to go like that. So that is platinum. I think I've got someone's comment still up there. I did too. Let me get rid of, I'm going to have to, there we go, I'm going to have to get rid of that. There we go. That was from yesterday's stream, I think. So that is the silver, gold, and platinum analysis. Now we're going to do a bit of show and tell, and I'm just going to read someone's comment as well. Once again, great to have you from somewhere other than Australia. I was waiting for the stream to go live and autoplay didn't work. Okay. I hit play and it started, but 7 minutes in. Oh, okay, running the stream now at 2 times speed. Fair enough. Sometimes I can waffle on, so nah, that's no problem. I didn't know you could run a live show. Oh, no, because you're watching the replay. Yeah, I get it right. So you're kind of previewing. Morning, Danny. G'day, mate. No, fantastic. I mean, no, yes, fantastic to see you here. Great to see you on the show. And once again, Vax says, I'll just call you Vax, says, PT as in platinum is just not appealing to me. Silver mostly, and recently I added gold. I am at a 60 to 1 silver to gold ratio in my stack right now. That's a nice little, that's a good mix, I would say. Good little mix. So a little bit more silver than gold, but you've got the gold for the sort of the wealth protection, and you've got the silver for the wealth protection, but potentially the wealth increase over time as well. And that's the same with gold as well. But if you're new to precious metals, anyone watching or anyone watching later, gold is usually the one that people go to if they want less risk. So they just want to preserve their wealth over time, maintain their purchasing power over longer periods of time. It does fluctuate, of course, over the years. So it does help to know when to get in and when to get out. And that's why you watch shows like this and price analysis and all that. So hit the big red subscribe button. But silver's just a little bit more volatile. It has larger price swings. And so people who get into silver are willing to take that little extra risk as well. And Vax says again, yeah, would like to keep it closer to 41, but the yellow stuff ain't cheap. That's right, the yellow stuff ain't cheap at the moment. It's been in all-time high territories, and hopefully in the next months and years to continue that as well. But yeah, a lot of people shift to silver when they see, and it's really a psychological thing because you can buy a 1/10 ounce piece of gold or a 1 gram piece of gold. However, the premiums become larger when you buy in the smaller sizes. So that's why a lot of people psychologically, they go, geez, gold's at 3-something thousand, 2-something thousand, and depending on the currency that you're in, 3,500 in Australian dollars per ounce, and I only get this tiny little bar. And gee, a 1 ounce silver coin in Australian dollars is like $50. So geez, and they do that, just that simple calculation, and so a lot of people do go to silver when gold is very, very high. Where will they go to when silver is very, very high? I don't think they'll have it. Well, they won't have a choice. And Danny says, always buy the low. It's the safest bet. Yep, I hear. All right, so we're going to do a bit of show and tell right here. I'll give you a quick bit of info about this very, very cool 1 ounce silver coin right here. Give you a quick bit of history, and then we're going to go. You can post all your comments below to tell me how flashy and amazing and awesome it is. This is mine. You can't have it. You never will get it, I don't think. Unless you offer me a very pretty price. Okay, I need to quickly tell you a story, but I'm going to show you here for the Aussie stackers. Let's see how I'm going to do. Sorry guys, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this to see if we can get it. So dang. So what you get? There we go. That way. And that way, and that way. Here we go. So what you can see, this says, look up the top here, Aussie Stackers. This says intrinsic tender. 1 XAG, 1 troy ounce fine silver at the bottom. So a lot of Aussie stackers now will recognize the intrinsic tender brand. You can buy intrinsic tender branded gold, I think silver as well, as far as I'm aware, from various dealers within Australia. But this intrinsic tender coin right here is the first, one of the very first of the range. And these came out, I'm talking 10 years ago now. Around about 10 years ago, it would have to be. As one of the first intrinsic tender, and there was no bars, there were no anything, it was just these coins. And this was part of, and I'll show you right here. Now this is a shout out, they still exist, the silverstackers.com forum. Come on with the, there you go, the silverstackers.com forum. So how this came about, and I'll tell you in just a second. Well, I'll just tell you. So how this came about is my boss, very good dear friend of mine, Mark, my boss at Goldstackers when I worked there from 2013 to 2016. He and someone else started, I think it was the both of them, maybe it was just Mark. One of the bosses of Goldstackers started the Silver Stackers Forum, actually literally started it, was the founder of it, and Mark and Ben were trading with each other on the Silver Stackers Forum, and then they decided, hey, let's start a company together. And anyway, that's formed Goldstackers, and then the Silver Stackers Forum has been, in the community for a very long time. Great forum as well. But Mark realized that XAG right here was still is the international currency code for silver. So XAU is literally the UCC. So if you go to forex.com or whatever, you've got AUD for Australian dollars, USD for US dollars, and there is a currency code for silver, gold, platinum, etc. XAG is for silver, obviously. And so what he realized is that no one had ever brought out, as far as he was aware, silver coins or silver stuff denominated in XAG. Rather than being denominated in a fiat dollar value, he thought, well, the XAG is a currency code, and XAU, it's a currency code, so why couldn't you denominate something in XAG? So that doesn't mean it's worth something Australian dollars, it doesn't mean it's worth something US dollars, it's just worth 1 XAG, it's 1 silver ounce. So anyway, he decided to print these on silver coins, and then because they were very long-time members and founders of, and Ben was the founder of Silver Stackers Forum, they did a collaboration. So this is one of probably, I think from this particular, they came out with a whole bunch of different models, different versions. There was a double mirror version, there was a double frosted version, and then there was a frosted mirror version right here, and some had different designs on them, etc. But I think this one here had a maximum mintage, I think, of 500, maybe 800. And so you could only get them through the Silver Stackers Forum or then on the secondary market. I happened to get it on the secondary market a while ago. So this is a very rare silver coin denominated, and one of the first intrinsic tender products, if not the first, or definitely one of the first of the intrinsic tender products. And as I said, like 500, I think it was 500 minted. It was either 300 or 500 from memory. So that's that cool coin right here, and you can pry it from my cold, dead hands. So that is the show and tell for today. I'm going to finish off by answering some questions and just reading some comments. That is considered a round. Yes, all right, we'll go back to that. So, Danny, isn't that considered a round? Yes, yeah, it would be, because there's no fiat denomination. So, my apologies. I just misspoke. It is a 1 ounce silver round. Because it does not have a fiat denomination, as in AUD, USD, etc. It's not a legal tender, so it's not sanctioned by the government. So yes, it is a round and it's not a coin. That's a very good pickup. Thank you very much. Vax says this is something about something else. The killer deal are the below melt ounces of gold from Costco. Oh, and Walmart here in the US, 50 to 60 under melt for rands. Wow, 20 under melt for eagles. Man, I wish Costco, we do have Costco in Australia, I wish they would do that here. That'd be great. Very cool. Yeah, Costco doing gold now. And Danny says, I used to buy from Goldstackers, but their postage is too high. Okay, I love Goldstackers. Worked there. Canal is one of the original. When Canal was, go in there if you've had a chance. If you've never been to Goldstackers, go in there. Lovely people. Canal was one of the people who came on when I was working there. I actually trained up Canal. I'm never gonna let him. I'm never gonna let him forget. But he also says it too. Like he came on as one of the employees. I had been there for a while already, and Canal came on. I trained him up about how to do the sales and this and the system and all that. And Canal is now he's the the big manager there. So the store manager there. So he's still kicking goals over there at Goldstackers. And Vax says, can you legally put a dollar amount on a silver round? No, you can't legally do it. You do that, you're done, man. You will get done literally for counterfeiting, as those guys in the States did. And I don't remember who they were called, but there was a particular dude in the States who started putting in $1. He used the word dollar. And I think he went to jail, as far as I'm aware, for counterfeiting for a brief period of time. And someone will know that story more than me, but nope, you can't put dollar on you, man, you're done. You're out of there. But this currency code you're allowed to do. It's a real currency code, literally 1 XAG. So the XAG intrinsic tender brand, they've got 1 ounce gold bars for XAU, all that sort of stuff. That's still, you can get those in Australia from various dealers. And that is, I think, going to be the end of the show, because that is the last comment. If there are any last comments, I'll give you about 15, 30 seconds to get your last comments or questions in. Then we're going to end this baby because it's over 20 minutes. I always try to do 20 minutes, but then it goes a little bit longer because you people just want too much from me. You want questions and comments, and I've got to respond to you. But that's what we're here for. This is a live show. Good morning, Stackers. Every single weekday, in the morning sometime. I'm trying to figure out the exact time frame to get it exactly every time. The time where a lot of people will be on live is good, and I don't want it too early. I don't want to get up at 6 a.m., but I don't want it too early, but I also don't want it too late that there's no people watching live. So around about this time, could be a little bit later. I really want to join. Really want to do it when people are joining live to have that community. A lot of people have been watching these out of interest. I've got to tell you, 89 subscribers now, 90 subscribers in the last week and a half since starting the show. So it's really going well. So hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. And I really want to do it so a lot of people are on live at the same time. So that's pretty much it. I'm playing around with the time. So Vax says, nice show. Thanks. You are welcome, Vax. And join us again. He says East Coast USA is 12 hours off. Oh, so it's about 8 a.m. there now. Okay, cool. Well, all right. Fair enough. So good morning, Stackers, to everyone. I'm going to leave it at that. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll do one more synchronized slurp for the stragglers who missed the first one. In 3, 2. I will see you tomorrow, being Friday, for the last show for the week. Price analyses, show and tell of something more, questions, comments, queries, all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.